morning. Let's get into some of the headlines. My name is Ifeemi Andrew. Flying Wigwe, others in bad weather. Wrong. U.S. aviation lawyer. That's a headline on the Punch newspaper. And if you go forward, you would see federal government to borrow 2.5 trillion naira via bonds. DMO. Tinubu governors meet over food crisis as emirs. NBA lament hardship. And this one here says federal government distributes 42,000 metric tons of grains free. Ogun begins 5 billion naira interventions. Some of the headlines you would find on the Punch newspaper this morning. And also on the Punch, this one here says Kanu's lawyer sues Anambra community leader, demands 50 billion naira damages. Some of the headlines on the Punch newspaper today. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 08127923 0817-923-0007 are the numbers to call to join in on the conversation. You can also follow us on Facebook at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH and share your thoughts with us this morning. If you also look at the Vanguard, we have some headlines. We'll look at those in a matter of a moment, but let's first start off with JJ and Rumikbo is on the line. Hello, JJ. Good morning.
Yeah, Andrew. Good morning.
You're welcome.
I want to say that you are really improving. Your voice is getting clearer. Congratulations.
Thank you.
My governor this morning, Governor Siminalayi Fubara, said the dream of Abat Wigwe and his university should not die because the man is no more. I think that's the way to go. Writing his name in the sand of time and making sure that what he lived for continues, even though it's no more. I would say may his soul rest in peace. But the CP, River State Police Command, having party with widows of gallant police officers who lost their life, a very good one, even giving them money, promising them more things, very good, more support, very good. But how will they sleep when somebody like Angbashim, his body has not been found, his body dismembered up to today, over 6 months now? How do you expect his widow to feel right now? Take this fight to these people, get this body so that everybody too can rest. It's not about, oh, come and dance with me, come and dance with me. There's this saying that it's only a widow that knows where the husband is every night. Sir, you can help these people to make sure that what led to their death does not happen to people who are still living, and making sure that those cases that are pending, like that of Angbashim, is brought to an end so that everybody can be happy. I give you this assignment, sir. And conclusively, Nigeria saying that they will not continue to subsidize electricity. Andrew, I tell you that for the past 3 weeks, I've not seen light in my area. So you're subsidizing darkness for me, for goodness sake. What is more like this? You cannot subsidize light and you want to grow, you want to produce. Other countries that have light, people are moving from those areas to the area that have light. And you're telling me you cannot subsidize. What are you even subsidizing for?
All right, JJ, thank you very much. Ida from Nkoro, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my lovely brother. God will heal you, yeah? You're a good man. My brother, I want to talk about the governor's statement this one, yes. You see, Bayelsa State and River State are one. Now he's going there to bring peace and to bring investors from Bayelsa to River State. But everywhere will be peaceful. I want to commend the governor. And I want to also commend him for the statement made by the dead man at Ishiogbo, the Access Bank man. Yes, the governor is right. That the university wants to call by his name. So when the children, maybe he has some other children too, so that they will know that their father keeps on legacy there. I want to commend him. And I want to use the opportunity to thank Honorable Erasu Tawotu. He's a good man. Look at what is happening in Anthony. Anthony saying before he cannot go to Anthony. He cannot go to Nkoro.
Hello, Ida. I think you'd have to call us back. Wamat from LLA. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go on.
My name is Wamat. I'm calling from LLA.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I want to talk about the police officer that was dismissed. That is dismissal of Mike Ode. Yes, I want to say that it is a welcome development, and it will also serve as a deterrent to others, in as much as they are taking extortion as an enhancement of their salary. You see, oftentimes when we watch them, make it as a equitable distribution of financial resources, where in a police checking point, you see a policeman making exchange of money. The drivers, commercial drivers, mostly will stop, give them money, they exchange the change, they give them the change. Always, it is so shameful that it is now legalized, whereby legalizing illegality. It is a normal thing. Even passengers does not care. They treat it as a normal thing. In fact, when the driver wastes time to give police their money, the passengers will be angry and will tell the police, what tell the driver, what are you doing? Just give them, let us go away. It is now a normal thing. But I know that nothing lasts forever. Then federal government saying that they are no longer ready to subsidize the electric tariff. It's very funny. Do we have the light? Before you talk about removing the electric tariff, like we don't have light. Where most of us stay for over 1 year, we don't see light, and where the light will even come, it comes once in a while. So what are they removing it for? They are removing it for who? It is really unfortunate. Then conclusively, we look at flying Wigwe, others in the bad weather. I don't think that the scar which the death of Wigwe has created in the mind and heart of the Gore people, River State, and Nigeria at large will ever be removed. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Womit. Temple from Rimomasi, good morning.
Good morning, the very distinguished Femi.
You're welcome, Temple.
Yes, I pray that the Jehovah God will continue to, grant you the strength to continue to pilot this, impactful messages to us. The good one. My governors are similarly sending his condolence message to the family of late Dr. Abbas Ngwe. Indeed a good one. And when we talk about his legacy, this is indeed where there should be, good handlers to ensure his legacy, continue, because that is the only thing he can be remembered for. And when he sees his legacy, growing as he has expected, I think that will be his greatest memory wherever he is, as he so continue to rest in perfect peace. And at the same time, when we talk about this, subsidy and government telling me that they cannot continue to pay subsidy as far as electricity is, concerned, the very distinguished me, Andrew, if people see life, they will pay for life. Managing gen, as in buying fuel on daily basis, it is not easy. So whether subsidy or no subsidy, if people can get power at least 12 hours a day, not the one they bring in midnight when business are already closed. As in, light is on, people get light to cool their items. My brother, they will pay. But I want to also appreciate and encourage Anthony Council boss to continue in that same vein. I believe those persons he has invested in their life, in their business, will never forget him.
All right, Temple, thank you.
For me, it is indeed a welcome.
Mufasa from NTA Road, good morning.
Yeah, hi, Andrew. Good morning.
Good morning, Mufasa.
Yeah, I think on a sad note, I want to say my heart goes to those people who lost properties, in the infiltrated fire disaster that happened in Elekaya. I think we should be more careful, especially now that things are very difficult. I mean, you could imagine passing through this kind of ordeal in this kind of, perilous time that we're experiencing currently in this country. So my sympathies to them. And Governor Fubara has reiterated his commitment to foster unity between Rivers and Bayelsa States. That's a good one, right step in the right direction. This governor has continuously shown that he's a bridge builder. There's so much that Bayelsa and Rivers State can do together. So I think this is the best and the right time to continue to build bridges, reaching out to other governors so that let's see how we can, put our resources together and develop the state. And let me use the opportunity to commend the Rivers State Police Command, for the discipline meted out on one of their own. I think 2 officers, we expect them to do more to rid the force of undesirable elements that is bent of bringing disgrace and embarrassment to the Nigerian police. And equally, let me say that Erastus Awotu has equally done well, and his actions are quite commendable. That's my position this morning. Have a nice
All right, thank you, Mufasa. Leighton Barry, good morning.
Well, good morning, Ishimi. And
good morning to you.
Vow. Yes, let me look at some persons lamenting over high cost of drugs and baby food. For me, Ishimi, I feel very sad in this situation we are experiencing now. With this level of high cost of drugs and baby food, who is our solicitor and our advocate to ensure that when negotiating with federal government, issues like this that affect families can be used as determining the minimum wage? That was why I was lamenting or blaming the labor leaders yesterday. You heard me talking about labor leaders. It's not that I am against the amount they are demanding for, but putting that high amount as a 1 million, when I know very well that labor is not actually sincere. In the real sense, that amount is admissible. It's okay.
Leighton Barry, you are confusing all of us. I think I should address you on this particular issue. Hello, Leighton Barry, let's understand. Let me ask you a few questions. What is your grief with this matter? Is it that the 1 million that Labour suggested to government does not reflect the current situation in the market?
It reflects.
So why are you then always saying that Labour does not... Hold on. Let me ask you the question so we understand what you are trying to say. Why do you then always say that Labour did not go to the market or do not know what the cost of things or who is going to ensure that the minimum wage reflects the cost of things? The 1 million naira is not... It's only a suggestion. So now there would have to be what they call negotiations. And then we arrive at a certain price. Everybody comes to a compromise. The 30,000 naira we got and that we're using was not what was first suggested. But then when it finally, after all the negotiations, we arrived at 30, it sounded very fair to everybody involved. So that's exactly what would happen with still this 1 million. It's still going to also involve negotiations, and then we come to some compromise.
Yes, thank you for that question, because where it affects me is that in all this that they've been saying all this while, despite the price, the amount they come up with, did you know at the end of all negotiation, they could not be able to come up with anything? You will see the meeting will end up in deadlock. Even the amount agreed will not be paid. And whether the amount is high or low, you will see that at the end of the day, this 1 million they are proposing, it will just come up with 50,000 highest. And what will 50,000 naira buy?
All right, Leighton Barry,
for a family at this time? That is my point. I'm not against them.
Thank you very much. You get your point. But it's not Labour that will decide how much it will pay at the end of the day. It's government that would pay. Labour would only try as much as possible to push for a better price. And in that negotiation, if it settles for 50, 100, whatever it settles for, it's now the duty of government to pay. If government cannot pay, then that becomes a whole different conversation. Israel in Emoha, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
And yes, I want to travel from Emoha to Andoni local government now. So look at the good work of Andoni local government chairman. Andrew, since this man assumed office, what I myself I do here is good work of this man to his people. I can say that this man is providing the dividends of what local government, which is the 30 years of government, was being created. And I look at other local government chairmen that is not following suit. Is it that they don't hear or they don't see what their counterparts are doing? Like when you come to my local government, it seems as if I can tell you for free that it seems as if nothing is working. What we see here, politics upon politics, is very unfortunate. People like this are the people that, for me, I would like them to be growing higher and higher. Then federal government say they won't continue with the subsidy. It's unfortunate for the government. People that will live, will live.
Andoni local government chairman, for what he? That the same thing is also what my own local government chairman, Dr. Obinna Anyanwu JP, is doing. You know, I was criticizing this young man, but when I visited his project, you know, we have 19 wards in Eche, and one ward, one project in Eche local government that have 19 wards. And among all the 19 wards, about 80% of this project.
Go ahead.
Hello, good morning, Nigerian.
Good morning.
People should look, government should look into all these things, whether it is a bunker or whatever that causes all this fire. If it's electricity, let us abandon electricity and face solar. I can tell you in my own place, we don't know what is the electricity again. We use solar from morning till the night, 24 hours. Solar was marketed. You use your fridge, anything on solar. You don't care for anything because we're marketed by a company. So we don't have anything to electricity. And now let me talk to the governor, who government that said that the power, this electricity will send it to the governor. We don't need electricity again. Nigeria are using electricity. Why the countries who pay to Nigeria are using electricity every day? But Nigerians are suffering every day for electricity, paying for bill which they cannot even to be using. I particularly Dakuku telling Nigerians, forget about electricity, let us follow solar and know what to be do. Let us be not investing money for the hours you cannot make profit. I get my point. So let me say thank you, Dakuku from my pocket. Let me stop here.
All right, Dakuku, thank you very much. Solar. I think a lot of people would love to use it, but then another thing is it really cheap? Is it relatively affordable to get the required energy that you would need to run the appliances in your house? Hardship. We can no longer pacify our subjects. Northern monarchs tell federal government. You'll find that on the Vanguard newspaper. Don't incite Nigerians against federal government. APC governors caution PDP. The word incite is very interesting. Bandits now rape our women. Zamfara indigene laments. That's also on the Vanguard newspaper. Stanley from Elelewon, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Go ahead, Stanley.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I want to commend the Andoni local government chairman for his good work. You know, it's exactly what Honorable Mr. George Arelo is doing in Obiabo since he assumed office. You know, most time when I listen to people talk about the local government chairman, you know, there's this healthy competition going on in all the 23 local governments areas in River State. Just like what my own council chairman, Honorable Mr. George Arelo, has done and is still doing since he assumed office. You know, most times people talk about that what local government are doing is just to construct what's it called, market. They've gone beyond that. If you come to my local government, since my council chairman assumed office, he has done roads. If you come to the local government, he has done. He did one of the best. He built one of the biggest school in this local government. Talking about the Iwoji Community Secondary School. Go there, is there for people to see. You know, Honorable Mr. George Arelo has done markets. He has done bigger build. He did this in what's it called? What a bigger project, both at the council and in the world. So I want to commend them. They are doing well. All the 23 local government chairmen.
All right, Stanley, thank you.
They are doing well, yes.
Susie is in Erema. Good morning, Susie.
Andrew, good morning. Let me add together the meeting held by the president and the governor, and then also the activity taken by Star George Ariolo and Arasika Watson. Yes, I want to also borrow from the philosophy of Professor Clark. Actually, in the view of what Arun talked about, development process is positively affecting individuals and also as well as the society. So it is important that development itself should not even be what we clamor for in liberalization about the issue concerning industrialization and growth, but that individuals as a people must surely be part of the driving process of development. Now, what the Council at Anthony has done has also agreed with what this man is talking about. Now, he is giving 250,000 naira to individuals, and these individuals, in their own prudential duties, also go ahead to actually maximize this money to the extent that they will produce. Some of them we are talking about agriculture, some we are talking about also buying materials, whatever they want to do, and all of that. It will actually affect the communities and even the local government, such that we, all of us, if we can come back together to understand that empowering people as is supposed to be in the state is one thing that development anchors on, and not just thinking about building structures and all of that, giving all those things out, and it does not affect the individual. You discover that development will not surely come. So I want to commend the local government chairmen who are actually doing this, and this is what democracy and governance is all about. Thank you very much for very much.
Thank you, Susie. On Facebook, a few messages would look at here. On Yekachi case, it says, Rivers Police dismisses Officer Mike. Kudos to the police. Tigiri Yimaka Prince says, congratulations to all beneficiaries of the Andoni grant. Thank God says, over 50 persons killed in Benue State and Senate are passing vote of confidence on security chiefs. Men in Zamfara State are crying. Larry Spieth on Facebook says, I commend the governor on his decision to help in keeping alive the dreams of late Herbert Wigwe by supporting the university. Lorenzo Delight says, the views of the former Commissioner of Environment on the issue of heat wave is correct. CPDC remembering widows of late officers, a good one. Please dismissing Mr. Aude overstating offense is a bite call. And the condolence message of Governor Fubara to the late family of late Dr. Wigwe is apt. Christian Williams says it's indeed unfortunate that President Tinubu and the APC have turned the economy of the country upside down, leading to catastrophic increase in cost of living. Too bad. Raymond on Facebook says, I'm joining voices with Governor Fubara to condole the family of late Herbert Wigwe. Acho Omodu says, President Tinubu should have known that the prices of food and other essential commodities would go up after removing petrol subsidy. The pain of hunger is beyond description. Those are some of the messages on Facebook. We'll take a commercial now, and after which we'll go for the news at 7. And hopefully, if we have a little bit of time when we return, we'll take some of your messages on WhatsApp. Stay with us.
Stay with us.